What is good, Nio family? It's your boy Ray-Jay back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Nio. Why I'm extremely bullish for the somewhat near-term and more long-term future for this company. I'm talking about what on earth the mainstream media has been saying about Nio and Tesla quite recently, and how this may affect Nio as well. I'm going to end this video by talking about what Nio just said on their Twitter that I think is actually pretty good news. Now, before I do talk about what happened to Nio, I do have to mention that I'm not a financial legal or taxation expert, so I don't take this as financial legal or taxation advice. Everything in this video is solely for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash that like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, but benefits the entire Nio community as a whole. With all that said and done and out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So looking at Nio right now, we're currently down about 5.93% for the day. However, it's not just Nio that's in the red, guys. Nio started off at $43.80 a share, had quite a bit of volatility, then it dropped all the way down to $40.60 a share, which is where we closed at. Very, very, very low closing for Nio, but I'm not worried whatsoever because if you look at what happened, the lower band was touched for the large majority of this day based off Bollinger's, and we did have a relatively weak closing, which shows that Nio did drop quite significantly. But remember, guys, Nio is not the only one in the red. Tesla is down almost 12%, and that's playing a big role in Nio being in the red as well. If you look at other things such as the NASDAQ, it's down about 4.26%. If you look at the SPY, it's down 0.33%. The entire market is in the red, guys, not just Nio. And Nio tends to have a beta that's positive and more than one, which is why it tends to have exaggerated moves. Now, does that mean I've lost faith in this company? And my answer to that is no. I have not lost faith in Nio. I still see insane potential for the long run. But you guys have to look at something that happened that's a little bit significant. And that's the fact that there was a shift in the 9-day moving average crossing the MACD. That basically means that Nio could enter a bit of a bearish cycle and see a little bit of downside, but this is very dependent on this right over here. So the news is stating that Tesla stock is crashing because Elon Musk, is he about to sell? Is he about to, has he already sold, or are people just panicking? And the thing is, we don't really know what's going on. It's just absolutely crazy. It says right here, it's not clear whether Elon Musk has started selling, but his brother did actually sell $100 million worth of Tesla. So what does this mean, guys? What I'm trying to tell you is that when it comes to Tesla, and Tesla definitely affects Nio, Tesla's basically dropping like this. Why? Because Elon Musk wanted to sell a part of his Tesla shares, and that's going to affect the many, many stocks as well, not just Tesla. So Tesla having this red means Elon Musk either already sold his Tesla or he's about to do it, which is causing people to panic. And this has actually had an effect on Nio. Now, what does this have to do with Nio? I'm talking about Nio because I told you guys that I see this thing making huge moves, and I still have the same thesis. I still think Neo is going to make some very big moves very, very soon. Now, why do I say that? It's because we were in a bullish cycle almost this entire time. It's just that we're kind of like on halt for some short period of time because of this situation, because we don't know what Tesla is going to do. We don't know what the market is going through right now. But remember, there is a huge catalyst, and that is the fact that Neo Day is less than a month and a half away. On December 18th, 2021, Nio Day is coming, and I believe that's going to continue to push Nio up the way it is going right now. So you do have to remember one other thing, and that is the fact that Nio has its earnings day coming out either later today, and it basically states that, actually, I think it already came out. So basically, the preview was talking about what Nio is expected to do. Now, I'm going to show you the preview and then what actually happened. So the preview stated that Nio is expanding its electric vehicle sales over the past few years, helping the Chinese-based automaker to sharply narrow its financial losses in its latest quarterly earnings report. But there are some new challenges as sales have kind of slowed a little bit in August, down more than 65%. And even though that's happening, it's not necessarily the end, because Nio is still improving their manufacturing lines and preparing for new products as the ongoing supply chain issues are actually kind of getting better as time progresses. So right over here, I believe this is where we have the big things that came out. The earnings report was actually good for Nio, but typically when earnings reports come out, they're not going to be as great in terms of the share price. They typically drop, like I was telling you guys yesterday. We could see this happen, but overall, I do see a big recovery coming. Anyways, on a per share basis, Wall Street expects Nio to lose 7 cents a share versus a loss of 15 cents a year ago. And turns out that Nio lost 6 cents a share, once again, killing it. They did a lot better than expectations. The revenue was seen, they expected it to jump 108%. It ended up jumping over 117%. So basically, the vehicle margins are up. They're losing less money per share. Their revenue is going up. And Q4, on the other hand, maybe not as great because of what happened in October. But right now, they absolutely crushed their earnings report because that represents the Q3 earnings report, which is from the middle of the year up until I believe it's September. So they still did really well. They absolutely crushed it, which is why I'm still very excited. But instead of being in the green, obviously the entire Tesla situation accompanied by it being earnings, maybe earnings typically cause stocks to go a little in the red. So that's what happened. So what I do see happening to Neos, I do see a bit of a drop maybe continuing, but eventually it has very strong support at 38 and we should recover just like that. I'm not scared whatsoever, but when it comes to the drop, I may be wrong as well. It may continue to drop just a little bit because of what's happening in Tesla. This is like an abnormality. It's not something I had anticipated. No one really predicted that Elon Musk would be selling a part of his Tesla this soon. He's doing it to pay taxes and pay off some debt, and maybe for other reasons as well, more personal reasons. But I'm just putting it out there. Elon Musk is going to most likely sell 10% of his Tesla, and we don't know if he's doing it right now, which is causing all this chaos, and that's affecting Nio. But Nio also reported that there are tightening emission and regulation bans on driving combustion engines and other things like that, subsidies to provide incentives for producers and consumers that are pushing EV sales even higher than previously expected. So, right now, we do see a big explosion in EV production and sales coming in China and Europe. And for me, that makes me very happy because big things are going to be coming very soon. Now, I do want you guys to know that yeah, Neo did do really well in the earnings report, but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I'm not scared because in the future, I see bigger moves happening. I don't care where Neo is right now. If I pull up the Neo chart, it may drop a little bit more, but eventually this thing is going to recover and keep on showing more and more green candles. Is Neo about to explode? The answer is that's possibly too. The explosion may come as soon as the next few days. It's just a matter of time because we were on track to do that. It's just that this Tesla abnormality did end up happening and it led to this nuance. But at the end of the day, I'm still very bullish. Give Neo the time it needs, and this thing is eventually going to take off. So, with that said and done, guys, give Neo time. This company is still a baby. It needs the time to really take off and shine. Once you give it the time, the beauty will definitely show. With that said and done, guys, I want to thank you all so much for listening. I'm very happy to be a part of this community. I can't give financial advice, but I personally still not sold a single Neo share. I'm simply buying it and holding even more shares because I look at red days as an opportunity to buy these dips and get even more and more opportunity to get more shares at lower prices. With that said and done, guys, thank you so much for listening. Please have a great rest of the day, and I'll definitely see you on the next one. Thank you, and peace out.